Skiing and snowboarding in the Mid-Atlantic region is more popular than one might initially think. This unique region includes the states of Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and Pennsylvania, and has many ski resorts to explore. I've spent countless days exploring the mountains in this region, and I'm really excited to share the top 10 best mountains in the region with you guys. Starting off with number 10 is Winterplace, West Virginia. This mountain was voted the best small ski area in the state, with 90 acres of skiable terrain and being known for the best ski resort to learn how to ski or snowboard. With their top-notch instructors, you can have confidence learning or bringing others to get lessons here. Winterplace has a total of 27 trails with 9 lifts accessing different areas of the mountain. With a summit elevation of 3,600 feet, it's surprising that there's only 603 feet of vertical drop, which is by far the lowest of any of the other mountains on this list. Some major downsides of Winterplace, West Virginia are there are a lot of runs can be narrow and the lifts can be confusing to navigate. From the lodge is a small run down to a lift, but it only takes you halfway up. Then you'll have to take drop off, look at me, or milkshake in order to reach a lift that'll actually take you to the summit. Coming in at number 9 is Liberty Ski Resort. Located only 90 minutes from the DC area, this mountain is known for having a solid park and fun, flowy trails to ride. Liberty has 100 acres of skiable terrain and can be a fun mountain for the whole family to enjoy. And on the backside of the mountain, there's even a couple of double black diamonds to test your abilities on. Although Liberty is closer to the bigger cities near the DC area, the ski resort only has 620 feet of vertical drop, making the steep slopes quite short-lived. And another downside is it isn't uncommon for this mountain to have a higher than normal amount of kids on its slopes, so be aware of that. Number 8 on this list is the only ski resort in the state of Maryland. Wisp Ski Resort stands out as one of the best places for ski in, ski out lodging, with options everywhere along its slopes. But this area of the country can also struggle with natural snowfall, so you may still have to walk a little depending on the timing of your visit. This mountain has 170 skiable acres with 33 trails, but still only has 700 feet of vertical drop to enjoy. They do boast having a longest run of 2 miles of continuous riding, which is pretty good for the area. One notable part about Wisp to remember is the summit is pretty flat, which allows riders to choose from one of the 3 distinct sides to ride down, but can also be problematic or slightly annoying for snowboarders needing to skate more than at other mountains. Wintergreen Virginia comes in at 7th best in the region and is the first mountain on this list to have over 1,000 feet of vertical drop so far. Located in central Virginia in the Blue Ridge Mountains with a summit of 3,515 feet is a unique reverse mountain to explore. A reverse mountain means the lodge, village, and everything is at the top, and then you ski or snowboard down the mountain to where the lifts return you back to the top. Wintergreen has 3 separate areas. Directly below the main village area are all the green slopes and the magic carpet. On one side is the mostly intermediate terrain runs, and the opposite side is the only black diamond mountain. This mountain layout easily helps the different ability levels to spread out across the slopes. One major downside at Wintergreen is no matter which mountain you ride, the only way back to the main village is the Blue Ridge Express lift through the green area, and although this is a 6-seater, it can get very crowded. Whitetail, Pennsylvania is the 6th best overall in the region, with some of the best snowmaking management. This season alone, they had a record-breaking opening day with most of their runs open, including their double black diamond as well. Having only a summit of 1,800 feet, they still have 935 feet of vertical drop. Another unique quality with this ski resort is they list having a half pipe with their park trails online, but I haven't seen it open yet. 2 major downsides to keep in mind with Whitetail are the crowding problems on weekends, and many of the trails can feel similar with their straight pass down the mountain. Coming in as the 5th best in the Mid-Atlantic is Seven Springs, Pennsylvania. This is one of the most popular ski resorts in Pennsylvania and has a huge skiable footprint in the region of 285 acres. Located only an hour from Pittsburgh, Seven Springs has 42 trails for skiing and snowboarding. For a bigger ski resort in the region, the trails are surprisingly short, with only a vertical drop of 750 feet. But I will point out that this mountain has several glade areas to ride, which can be really fun and hard to find in this area of the country. The major downside of Seven Springs is the shocking shortness of most of its trails for a bigger skiable footprint. Ranked 4th on this list is Canaan Valley, West Virginia, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right because I have pronounced it wrong in the past, so let me know in the comments if you know the correct way to say it, and I greatly appreciate it. This mountain was voted the most family-friendly in the state, with a summit elevation of 4,280 feet and 47 trails to choose from. You can almost guarantee a fun day of riding here. The most standout feature of Canaan Valley are their fresh snowfall trails. These runs only open with enough natural snowfall, and West Virginia gets plenty of that, which can create some of the best powder runs I've ever ridden on the East Coast. So if you're powder chasing, definitely check this place out. Overall, this mountain has 91 skiable acres of terrain and only 850 feet of vertical drop. One noticeable downside is the lifts are significantly slower than its neighboring resort of Timberline. Speaking of Timberline, it is 3rd best in the region and offers 100 skiable acres with 1,000 feet of vertical drop to enjoy. It's only 5 miles away from Canaan Valley, so you can really do both in one trip, but they are both awesome places to visit. Timberline does such a great snow management job on its mountain that they opened in early December this season with 100% terrain open and rideable. With a peak elevation of 4,268 feet, having a great variety of runs, one even reaching 2 miles in length, and having double black diamond slopes and glades, this mountain has a little bit of everything. The only foreseeable drawback of Timberline is they only have one high-speed 6-seater that goes up to the summit, so it could get over congested on those extra busy days. Now before I get to the best 2 mountains in the Mid-Atlantic, a quick reminder that I've done full mountain reviews on all these mountains and many others as well. So I'll link that playlist in the description of this video you can check out if you want more specific details about any of these resorts. Number 2 is Massanutten, Virginia, also called Massanutten, because only the best resorts get names like that. This is a very well-rounded resort with a small village, indoor water park, and other activities to enjoy as well as their mountain. This ski resort boasts a vertical drop of 1,175 feet and a newly double black diamond slope. And although its overall skiable footprint is less than others on this list at 82 acres, if you give this place a chance, you'll see how awesome this mountain really can be. With a good variation of blue and black diamond runs, wide trails, plenty of flowy runs along the mountain, and great park trails, the only major drawback to Massanutten is there aren't any glade trails to ride. And finally, the best ski resort in the Mid-Atlantic is Snowshoe, West Virginia. With 244 acres of skiable terrain, 61 different trails, a 2-mile longest run, and a peak elevation of 4,848 feet, Snowshoe is a massive mountain with plenty of options for all types of skiers and snowboarders. This ski resort has a vertical drop of 1,500 feet and 3 separate mountains accessed all on one lift ticket. You can park at any mountain and gain access to the Snowshoe Basin, Silver Creek, and Western Territory via a free shuttle service that continuously loops through the different stops, making getting around extremely easy. Not to mention, Snowshoe has one of the longest skiing and snowboarding seasons in the region, opening around Thanksgiving and staying open to almost April most years. Snowshoe Mountain is easily the most comparable ski resort to others out west or in the Northeast, for the Mid-Atlantic region anyways, with the only real downside being that it's located in the middle of nowhere. But if you could survive the mountain roads getting there, then you're in for a great day of riding. So what do you think of my list? Would you have ranked them differently? Did I leave out a ski resort you think is really good, or do you think I ranked something too high? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy videos like this, then check out this video of the top 5 best ski resorts in the Southeast region.